to another class on verbling, everybody. We've got an hour together where we're going to be talking about newspapers and waking up in the morning. Two of my least favorite things. So it's good to see you guys. Hi, Anna. Welcome back to the class.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you today?
I'm fine. I want to try intermediate class in reading.
You will do just fine. You will do just
I
fine
had
in
a
today's
ver
class.
I had better level in reading, but I don't know how to to speak with you in English.
Okay, that's great. No, thank you for joining us. There's not a lot of reading in today's class, but you're absolutely more than welcome, and we'll make sure that we get you to read, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Daniel. Welcome back. Good to see you again.
Hi, hello teacher. Long time
Hello.
ago.
I know. How's it been? What's new with you?
I think I improved my English for talk to you.
That's
And
great.
my schedule don't allow me to attend your class.
Okay. Well, it's lovely to see you, Daniel. Thank you for joining us again. We're happy to have you back.
I'm happy to.
Hi, Eduardo. Welcome back.
Hello, Abby. You always tell me welcome back. Even if we don't talk in a few days, yeah, welcome back.
But it's welcome back to my class.
Yeah, it's perfect.
I mean well, Eduardo. I don't want to confuse you, but I can tell that I do.
I'm sure of that. Yeah.
It's nice to see you again, Eduardo. Thanks for joining me. Good morning, Lucas.
Good morning, Lisa. How are you?
I'm doing very well. What did you say to me? Good morning, what?
Abby?
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I thought you called me Lisa.
So sorry.
Oops, a daisy.
Oops-a-daisy. Everybody knows I'm not nearly as cool as Lisa. She would be highly offended. Good to see you, Lucas. Hi, Michael. Welcome back to the class.
Hi, Abby. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
I'm great.
Very nice. And Mikhail, welcome back. Good to see you.
Hello, Abby. Nice to see you.
How
are you?
I'm very well.
I'm doing well. Thank you.
I haven't seen you since last week.
Sorry, can you repeat, please?
I have not seen you since last week.
It's okay.
How was your weekend?
Very well. Normally weekend, but the Saturday doing buying things and other things, a little sport, and Sunday on the beach. Very well.
Thanks for coming. It's good to have you, Mikhail. Thank you.
Okay.
And Victor, welcome back to the class. It's nice to have you with us.
Hi, Abby. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. I'm excited because I have the next 3 hours with my favorite people, so I'm looking forward to it. Let's get started.
Is it your picture behind you?
Yes, I painted it myself.
Wow.
When I was, I think, 15, I was almost 16 when I painted it. It was January when I was 15, and my birthday's in March, so I was almost 16 years old.
Wow.
All right, let's go ahead and get started. Today's lesson, is the verbling chat working for everybody? Is it working?
Yep.
Okay. Sometimes, so if it isn't, go ahead and let me know.
I see only a list test. Yes. And
Do you see my messages in verbling?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So today we're going to be reading a story, doing a crossword puzzle as well. And this class, we're going to be warming up with a question about the morning. Tell me, what annoys you first thing annoys you when you first wake up, or something that happens in the morning that you find a little bit annoying or irritating? Let's start with Anna. Tell us. You're muted, Anna.
I don't understand the question.
Okay.
Okay. And okay. Uh, Sorry, wait a moment. My children need me.
Okay, no problem.
I'll come in a Sorry.
Chicken. Do we have a chicken in the class? Okay, Ali, tell me what annoys you first thing in the morning.
I don't know. Maybe if I have electricity problem or water problem, that annoys me.
A little bit, yes. I know how that feels. I know how that feels.
Yeah, you wake up and no electricity, no water.
Does this happen in Turkey on a regular basis?
Sometimes.
I'm glad you've told me before I've come to visit.
Yeah.
I lived like that for nearly 6 years of my life. Okay, let's go over to Daniel. What's something that annoys you first thing in the morning?
Get up. It's annoying me.
The what?
Get up. Get up.
Getting up.
Getting up. Yes.
How do you wake up in the morning, Daniel? What wakes you up in the morning?
What time?
No, what wakes you up? An alarm clock? The sun? Do you naturally?
My children crying. My child crying for his milk.
Well, no wonder you're annoyed when you wake up. That's Ali's favorite sound. That's Ali's favorite sound in the world.
Yes.
Thank you, David. Eduardo, what wakes you up in the morning? What wakes you up?
My alarm clock wakes me up, but the most annoying thing for me is that I have to wake up 1 hour before the normal time to find parking in the city. It's crazy, the traffic in the city, yeah.
Wow, that is annoying.
Yeah. Well, but I take advantage and have breakfast in the city, read the newspaper, and yeah.
Okay.
To get free parking, I mean, you know? Yeah, so I don't have to pay every day to park my car. Yeah.
Right. Instead, you pay for breakfast and a newspaper.
Yeah.
No, that's good. You turn lemons into lemonade, we would say. You're positive.
Ali said lemon is a bad car.
In some cases, it's also a fruit. It's also a fruit.
I know.
Thanks for telling me. What about you, Lucas? What wakes you up in the morning, and what's a bad way to wake up, and what's a good way to wake up?
Wake me up the alarm of the smartphone, and I'm annoying when I wake up, just that I'm weak, that it's very difficult to get up and function normal.
Mm-hmm.
So it's takes some time that you are good enough to live, to work or something.
Interesting. Thanks for sharing. Are you a morning person, would you say? Or not really?
6 a.m. I wake up, so it's early.
A little bit early for sure. I'm a morning person. I'm usually in a good mood in the morning, unless I get woken up by maybe like annoying sounds or my father sometimes. When he wakes me up, it's slightly annoying, but it's love. That's what it is. I need to accept it while I'm home, right? What about you, Michael?
Well, I wake up by myself without any alarm. Like I could wake up like at 5:40, from 5:40 to 7:20 maximum. Like and this, but usually at 6 and 30 minutes, like or 6 to 7, something like that. I wake up 90% of the time. And what could be annoying is that sometimes I sleep not so good, and either I have some bad dreams, nightmares, or I don't know. I wake up like a little bit tired, and I need like 5 minutes to properly wake up. That I don't like that feeling.
I know what you mean. Sometimes those first 5-10 minutes in the morning, you just need quiet just to get yourself moving, right? Do you dream? Yeah. Do you dream often, Michael? Like every night, do you have a dream?
Not every night. Depends. Sometimes I know that I dream something, but in the morning I forgot that thing. But sometimes I don't know what I dream, but sometimes I recall exactly. So there's like a mix.
Good. Interesting. And what about you, Mikhail? Tell us about how you wake up in the morning and how you feel. First thing.
I don't like to wake up early because, for example, I have work to do for the night. I can doing work a lot of time. But I suppose, or I think I wake up a good mood.
That's good.
Normally, yes.
Wonderful. It's good to wake up in a good mood. You don't want to start the day bad. And what about you, Victor?
Sometimes my neighbor's dog wakes me up. And
that
time I hate it. Yeah, she's barking under my window. And
I used to live.
I'm ready to kill it. Sometimes.
I can imagine, yeah. Especially when you're tired, it's hard to think. And
yeah, it must happen in 2 a.m. or 3 a.m.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing. Actually, when I remember one time we lived very close to a person who had fighting cocks. Do you know what that is? Like roosters that fight each other? You guys know what that is?
Yep.
Yeah.
And all night it was like, and if it wasn't him, it was the other one. And they would get louder and louder and louder until sometimes I wouldn't sleep at all. It was terrible. And I wanted to kill the chickens.
You understand me?
Yes, I totally understand you. I'm a vegetarian, but I would have eaten those chickens. Okay, let's ask Anna, now that you're back. Anna, tell us about what your answer would be to that question. How you wake up in the morning and how you feel, what annoys you, a good or a bad way to wake up.
Okay, I need 1 minute in silence. I hate that my family speak to me in the first minute. But then I'm wishing to have a breakfast. I wake up with hungry. Then I'm thinking what I have breakfast.
Very good. Thanks for sharing, Anna. And Chicken, are you with us? Hello, are you there? So I think maybe you're having some audio problems, and if you need help, maybe you could go to the settings on your Hangout and try to adjust your settings a little bit and see if your microphone is, or your headphones are properly in there, okay? So let's go ahead and get started with our reading. Any questions or comments before we get started? Any questions? Okay.
What about you? Did you share with us about what's annoying you in the morning?
My
Besides
dad,
chickens. Oh yeah, your dad. Yeah, you said.
he occasionally, well, I mean, I haven't lived at home for many years, but I'm visiting home right now. But he occasionally likes to come in, and he says in a very high voice, well, I don't want to say it. It's just the sound. I think it wakes me up and it makes me go, oh no. But that's okay. I'll enjoy it while it lasts, right? Okay.
Nó không đi học ngay không?
Chicken, is that you? Hi, Chicken, are you there? Hi.
Hello, I'm Chicken.
Hi, Chicken.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Thank you for joining us. Where are you from?
I'm from Vietnamese.
From Vietnam?
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you for joining us.
I'm joining this class.
Thank you for coming.
Yes.
Very nice to have you, Chicken. So when you are not speaking, please mute your microphone, okay?
Oh,
and then
yes.
When it's your turn to speak, then of course open it up and you can share your opinion or read for us or whatever we require, okay?
Yes, okay.
Thank you very much for coming. I'm happy to have you with us. I'm going to share the document.
Pardon? Pardon.
I'm sorry?
Pardon.
We're going to read a document, okay? A little story called Read All About It. Can you please mute your microphone for us?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Maybe we could have Anna start us off. Anna, could you read the first highlighted part of the story for us?
Okay. Plop. Alfred woke up and immediately knew why he was awake. The paper boy. It was 5:13 a.m. A while later, he finally go back to sleep. Later that morning, he made a phone call.
Perfect. And we can have Victor read the rest of that paragraph for us.
The customer service rep asked if he could help. Alfred couldn't believe his ears. The rep had an Indian accent. Alfred was calling to complain about the Los Angeles Times, and he was talking to someone in India.
Excellent. Good reading. So what woke Alfred up? Eduardo, what woke him up so early in the morning?
The boy in a bicycle who throws the newspaper into your window or door. So make a little bit of noise, I suppose, really early in the morning and wake up the people in the house.
Exactly. What kind of noise does it make?
A knock at the door or a broken window.
Exactly. Something like that. Some kind of knock or sound that, maybe like a thump, like a... Exactly. Very good. And so what does Alfred do after he's woken up? Lucas, what does he do after he's woken up?
After he wake up, he just go back to sleep, and then he made a phone call.
Okay, very good. Exactly. That's exactly what happened. And who did he call? Mikel, who did he call?
Sorry, he called to complain about the Los Angeles Times.
Exactly. And why was he surprised at who answered?
He was. What is the question, Abby?
Why was he surprised at who answered the call?
Okay. One moment. We can believe he's here because he's in Indian accent. No, accent.
Yeah, exactly. He was surprised to hear that the person on the phone had an accent. Now, why was he surprised, Michael? Michael, why did that surprise him?
Because he was calling Los Angeles Times, and obviously someone answered not with U.S. with the U.S. accent, but a foreigner sounded so.
So what did he conclude? Was he? What was he? Why did that surprise him or annoy him?
Because he realized that he speaks with someone, a foreigner, like from India, as is written here.
Okay, talking with someone in India, not from India. So that means that the person was physically located in India. So what do we call that? When people call from other countries on behalf of American companies. What do we call that?
Outsourcing?
Yeah, they're call centers, right? Or outsourcing.
Oh,
Good.
they outsource the call center to another country where it's cheaper. But why from another? I cannot say like from.
Because if you say he was talking to someone, well, you could, but it says in India for a reason, Michael. If it said from India, it could mean that this person was living in the United States.
Yep,
but okay, good. Any questions on the first paragraph? Questions on vocabulary or?
What's plop? Like the sound?
It's the sound, yeah. It's like the sound of the newspaper hitting the door or the front step.
How do you read that? Plop? Okay.
That is one of my least favorite words in English. I hate it. I don't know why. I just find it really annoying. Okay, let's go to the next part here, and maybe we could have Ali read it for us. Ali, go ahead.
Okay. He told the rep to tell the paper boy to deliver the paper quietly at 5:30 a.m. Alfred, like most normal human beings, was trying to sleep. The rep apologized, saying that he would notify the route supervisor.
Excellent. Route supervisor.
Route supervisor.
Excellent. And Chicken, could you please read the next part for us? The next highlighted sentences? Chicken? Daniel, could you read it for us?
Yes. Alfred said that this was the fourth time he had called in the last 3 weeks. He said he wanted to talk to the supervisor directly.
Thank you. And Chicken, could you read the next highlighted part, please, that you see on the screen?
Okay. The rep said that he would deliver a message for the supervisor to call Alfred. Alfred rolled his eyes. He had heard this before.
Excellent. Can you say rolled his eyes? Rolled.
Roll. Alfred rolled his eyes.
Excellent. Good job. Thank you very much. And we'll have Eduardo finish it off.
He was beginning to wonder if a route supervisor even existed. By 6 p.m., the route supervisor hadn't called.
Excellent. Good job. So let's discuss this paragraph a little bit. First of all, any questions about the vocabulary?
Rolled.
Yeah.
Rolled. Rolled is to like turn over. But if somebody rolls their eyes, they do this. They go, oh.
Roll eyes. Oh, yes.
It's a really sarcastic way of going, I don't believe it. That's rolling your eyes, okay?
Okay.
And what's it? Go ahead, Michael. What was the other question?
A route supervisor, what's that imply?
A route supervisor is the person who is in charge of a newspaper route.
And what is a route of newspaper?
It's the path that they follow every day at that specific time. They go up and down certain streets, but it's the same path every single day.
Okay.
So that's a route, and every paper boy has a route, and then there's the supervisor who oversees all of the routes and makes sure that everybody's getting their newspaper.
Okay.
Okay?
Thanks.
You're welcome. Anybody else have any questions about the vocabulary? Okay, in what situations might you roll your eyes? Lucas? When do you roll your eyes?
I don't know. What? When I'm not sure about something, because I'm not this. I have to say that I'm not see what you did with your eyes.
Ah, okay.
So I'm not exactly know.
Should I show you again? How embarrassing. How embarrassing. It's when you're annoyed or you don't believe it, but it's when you go like this.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
It's really rude, Lucas.
Okay.
It's a really rude thing to do. So when might you do that? When might you go,
When your friend tell anything and you don't believe it.
very good. Absolutely. Your friend says something and you do not believe them.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, thank you.
No, Lucas, when do you do it? When do you do it? Another time when you've done it.
When someone want to buy me something what I don't want to, for example.
Okay. Lucas, you're rude. Who can give me another example of when you might roll your eyes? Thank you for your example, Chicken. Anybody else want to give me one?
For example, usually I don't roll my eyes. Like, I don't know why. Maybe it's for women more, like to roll the eyes like that. But for example, when I could roll my eyes, I would roll my eyes when you speak with a person. Once again, he or she misunderstands you. Second time, and third time, and then that third time you would roll your eyes. Oh my gosh.
Absolutely, yeah. I agree with you, Michael. I do see more women do this than men, and I don't know why. I don't know why that is, but you're right about that. So why did Alfred roll his eyes? Why did Alfred roll his eyes, Ali?
Because the rep said that he would leave a message for the supervisor to call Alfred. He didn't believe that. No.
Yeah, does he feel like he's being listened to? Does he feel like his complaint is understood?
No.
No. And did he hear from the supervisor?
Yes, he had heard same thing before.
Absolutely. He's been hearing this before. So what would you do in this situation? What would you do in this situation, Anna?
In the situation of the test, roll my eyes.
You fully understand.
Because in the customer services of the telephone services, for example, the people always say it the same.
Mm.
It's incredible.
It's very true, especially when the person you're talking to is all the way on the other side of the world, right?
And you can do anything about it. It's impossible.
Good answer. Very good. Anyone else want to share a comment about that or what they see in the paragraph? Okay, let's go ahead and continue with our next paragraph. We're almost done. Maybe we could have Daniel read the next part for us.
That night, Alfred set his alarm for 5:20 a.m. The next morning, he walked downstairs. A few minutes later, the paper boy drove up.
Thank you. And Michael, the next part.
He ran over to Alfred's apartment building. When he saw Alfred standing there, he handed him the paper. Alfred told him to stop throwing the paper onto the steps.
Okay, so how did Alfred decide to handle the situation? How did he decide to handle it? Mikel.
Sorry, what is the question?
How did he decide to handle the situation? What did he do to fix it?
He handed him the paper? Or?
Okay, what do you think, Chicken? Anybody who would like to answer that for me?
Do it yourself.
Yeah, do it yourself. Change her name, Abby. Why do you say that, Eduardo? Change my name.
Because you love everything you talk with Chicken. You laugh.
I just love it. It's great.
Yeah, I know. And it is not her name. So, yeah.
I know. I was actually laughing at Ali's comment. He said DIY, do it yourself. And that's what made me laugh.
Okay.
Good. Okay. Speaking of, Chicken, would you like to please read the next part for us?
Yes. You are waking me up. Lay the paper on the step quietly. Do not throw it. Break it, okay? The paper boy nodded and ran back to his car. At 5:30 the next morning, a break woke up.
Thank you very much, Chicken. Thank you very much. Can you repeat quietly? Quietly.
Quietly. Step quietly.
Much better. Anna, would you like to read a little bit more for us? Read the next part.
The paper had just been thrown onto the steps. He heard the car drive off. Enough was enough.
Perfect. And the last part, Ali, read it.
Even though he loved the convenience of home delivery, Alfred's sleep was far more valuable to him. Starting tomorrow, he would read the Times online.
Perfect. Nicely done. Eduardo, what did he decide to do finally to fix the situation? What did he decide to do that would finally fix the situation for him, Eduardo? And Eduardo, are you there? Are you having problems? Okay, let's go.
No, what is it mean no? Noted.
Sorry, what was your question?
Abby? What is it mean noted?
What's noted?
Noted, thank you.
Yes.
Nodded. It's when you go like this with your head. I get to act again. It's when you go. That's nodding.
Oh, yes, it nodded.
So he said that to the paper boy, and the paper boy went, okay. He nodded his head. Okay. Any other questions? What did he decide to do finally, Victor? What was his final decision?
He decided don't use of home delivery anymore.
How do you read the paper, Victor? Do you have it delivered or do you read it online?
I read only online.
Yeah. Why do you decide that?
Actually, I don't like to read newspapers. I hate pay money for that.
Okay. So you would rather read it on the website. Okay. Anybody else want to share whether or not they like to read a newspaper, if they read it physically or online?
I'm back.
Ah, there you
Sorry,
are.
phone call.
Back
Yeah.
from the dead.
Yeah, I prefer to read it online. Yeah, it's easier, but because I go to the city and all the different bars and pubs have the paper, and so I read it that way also. But I prefer it online.
Okay. I don't know. I don't read the newspaper, but I like to have something in my hand when I'm reading it rather than an ebook or a newspaper online. I like to have something in my hand. Does anybody else feel that way?
You can have an iPad in your hand.
Yes. I buy some newspaper sometimes for support them. I usually read online, but I also buy the newspaper for sport.
So you like a little bit of both?
Yeah.
Very good. And what about you, Chicken? What were you going to say? What were you going to say? Okay, so here's our words. Accent, alarm, apologize, awake, complain, convenience, deliver, delivery, nod, yes or no, normal, notify, rep, route, supervisor, and valuable. Okay, those are our words, and let's get into our crossword puzzle. We're going to start with one across, and we'll go over to Victor. Victor, could you please read that for us and try to guess what you think the answer is?
Number 1. Blank delivers the newspaper to homes and businesses. He is also called a carrier. Paper boy.
Yay, good job. A paper boy. Do you have a paper boy in your country, Victor? Your city?
Usually we have paper girls.
Paper girls! Lucky you! 2 down, Mikkel.
Did you for saying something?
Number 4, for example.
2 down. Can you please read it for us right here?
Appointment.
Mikkel.
If you blank for saying something mean, the person will often forgive you. If you
Appointment.
Oh, Chicken, it's for Mikkel. So Mikkel, what starts with an A and is another word for saying sorry?
appointment, I think.
Appointment.
Oh, sorry. Can you repeat that, Mikkel?
Appointment.
Yes.
No, what do you say to somebody when you offend them or you do something wrong and you go, whoops, I'm sorry? What do we call that? You are?
One moment. Apologize.
Hey! Good job, Mikkel. Woo!
Thank you.
Number 6 across, Michael.
Number for people to.
Okay, Chicken, I'm going to have to just mute your microphone, and then when you speak, you can unmute it, okay? Go ahead, 6 across, Michael.
Businesses have customer service numbers for people to call with their question or complaints.
Good job. Pretty sure that's what it is. There you go. Complain. So do you ever phone to complain about something, Michael?
Sure. About internet service, about phone service.
Very good. 5 down. Lucas.
I will ask if I can go home an hour early from work today. I will ask supervisor.
There you go. Do you have a supervisor at your work, Lucas?
No, because I work
right.
in parents' firm.
Okay. Very good. So at your work, is there a boss or?
Boss, my father.
Oh, right. Okay. So what's your boss like?
It's good. It's good work for
That's
me.
wonderful. It's important to have a good boss, that's for sure. Next, we'll go over to Eduardo with 9 across.
Okay, 9 across. The customer service said that he had never heard such a complaint before. Customer service rep
Very
is
good.
for representative.
Excellent. Very good. It's an abbreviated form of the word. Now, when you think of a customer service rep, what kind of things does his job include? What do you think?
Well, they must attend all the customers if they have some difficulties with whatever. Yes, and yes, it's a customer service. So yes, respond all the doubts and all the whatever the customer is interested in ask.
Do you think you'd like that kind of job, Eduardo? Think you'd like to be a customer service rep?
No, it's a little bit repetitive, I think. I don't know. You maybe get angry because most of the calls are really annoying. The people are a little bit upset usually. So yes, no, I don't think so.
Okay, thank you for sharing. I totally agree with you. You're not dealing with happy people, you're dealing with the complainers, right?
Yes.
Daniel, 11 across, please.
The blank of the 7-pound baby was fast and painless. No idea.
It starts with the D. And you also do this with newspapers. You do it with babies and newspapers.
I don't know.
What does the paper boy do with the newspapers?
Sorry?
What does the paper boy do with the newspaper?
Throw away.
Yeah, he throws it at the door. He delivers it. So the
delivery.
Delivery. Now, what a lie this sentence is. I mean, I'm not a mother, but I'm guessing that that's a total lie. What about 11 down? Can you help us with that chicken? 11 down. Anna, do you want to help us with that one?
Eleven down. Poof. No.
Can you read it for us?
The midwife helped blank the baby, a boy that weighed 8 pounds 4 ounces. I don't know how. What is my midwife?
A midwife is a nurse that comes to your house and helps you deliver a baby at home in your house.
Delivery.
There you go. But it's not delivery, it's the verb, deliver.
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 Thank you.
Why is it called the midwife?
I'm not sure, actually. I don't remember we don't have, that's not really a common thing in Canada, but it's very common in Britain and certain parts of the United States. But maybe because I don't want to guess because I don't really know actually why it's called that.
Why is mid? What is mid?
Maybe like
Medical?
no, I'm thinking in the middle. In the middle of like kind of middle wife, like somebody that not it's in between doing it yourself and going to the hospital. That's kind of what I picture in my mind. In the middle of those two things, because the hospital comes to you.
A kind of old-fashioned thing, like it.
Definitely, yeah. There's a series. Oops. There's a series on TV called Call the Midwife. Have you guys ever seen it? I don't think any men would like it, so don't watch it. It's all about babies and delivering them. 17 across. Let's go to Ali.
Okay. The rank to success often starts with a good education. Road.
Close. The road to success or?
Road, yeah.
Oh, the route. You said, okay, the route.
Route.
Or if you're American, the route. Good job. Thank you, Ali. So what is your route? When you go from your house to your office, what's the route that you like to take?
Actually, I go to the same road every day. It's 1,252 steps.
What? You counted?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Perfect. So you know your route very well, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, I'm counting sometimes.
Okay, very good. Let's go over to Victor. Victor, back to you with 13 across.
Everyone thinks they are blank, and yet everyone thinks they are different. Wow. Everyone thinks they are normal.
Yeah.
Do you think that's true? Do you think you're normal, Victor? Oops. Do you think you're normal or do you think you're different?
I am different.
Me too.
Weird. A kind of weird.
It's true, right? We sometimes say, oh, that's whatever I do is normal, but sometimes we feel like we're a little bit different and maybe a little strange, right?
Yeah.
14 down. We'll go over to Mikel. 14 down.
Okay, no, I wasn't asleep. I was white. I was white, blank when you called. Okay, I wasn't asleep. I was. What? I don't
What's the
know.
opposite of asleep?
Awake.
Hey! Good job. Fantastic. 16 across, Michael.
Manny Ramirez should be the most player because he helped the Dodgers get to the baseball playoffs.
Excellent.
Valuable.
Say it again.
So V-A-L. I don't know the spelling. Yeah, valuable.
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 There you go.
I thought
Much better.
available. No, valuable. Once again, please.
Valuable.
Valuable.
Excellent. So, Michael, tell me about something that is valuable to you.
My family.
Your family, very good. Excellent answer. Yep. Let's go to 7 down. 7 down with Lucas.
Mom, are you hungry? Daughter dining her head. Yes, mommy, I'm very hungry. Can I have a candy bar? Nodding?
Perfect. Good, nod. So when might you nod your head, Lucas? Give me an example of when you might nod your head.
Nod? Or when someone said something what I agree.
Excellent. Good answer. That's exactly what I was thinking as well. Thank you, Lucas. Let's go over to Eduardo with 10 across.
Alfred Hitchcock is one of the most famous movie directors of all time.
Tell me about Alfred Hitchcock. What do you know about him?
Well, I've seen, I don't remember the titles in English because it's all movies, so I watch it in Spanish. Yeah. So yeah, it's really interesting. A lot of suspense movies and mysterious movies about detectives and murderers and different. Yeah, really, really good director. An actor because he participates in all his movies. He appears into a scene, maybe in the middle of the street, in a shop. Yeah, it's interesting, that director.
I agree. I used to like his movies quite a bit, or his TV series that's quite old now. Thank you for sharing, Eduardo. Anybody else want to talk about Alfred Hitchcock if they know who he is or they like any of his shows? 8 across, Daniel?
The Los Angeles is the most popular newspaper in news. I don't know.
Remember, it's the name of the newspaper.
Yeah,
the Los Angeles.
But I can't remember the names.
Starts with a T.
Or New York.
Times.
Times, exactly. Very good. The Los Angeles Times. Daniel, what's the most popular newspaper where you live?
A couple of newspapers, El País y El Mundo.
Okay, very good. Let's go down to 4 down. Chicken, could you please read that? Chicken, all you need to do is read the sentence. If you don't know the answer, it's okay, but please read the sentence that is highlighted, okay? Okay, let's go over to Anna. Can you please read that for us?
India is a big country just east of Pakistan, second in population to only China.
Perfect. Now, what would you like about visiting India? What would you like about seeing that country, that place?
I'd like to visit Taj Mahal.
The Taj Mahal? Okay, that's a great answer.
I am going to go to India in October.
You are?
Yes.
Oh, that's lovely. I'm jealous. I hope I'm traveling by October too. That's great.
But it's for a course of my company. I have seen only New Delhi. I am see only New Delhi.
Thank you for sharing that with us. Let's go over to Ali with 3 down.
Okay. Blank is important factor in life. People appreciate things that are convenient to use or conveniently nearby. Convenience.
There you go. Excellent. Convenience. Ali, do you like convenience?
Yes.
Tell me about something in your life that makes it more convenient.
In a day or in whole life?
Maybe in your day-to-day life, something in your house that makes your life more convenient, or at your office.
Okay.
Do you have a dishwasher?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, dishwasher or a machine you wash your clothes.
There you go, a washing machine. Washing machine.
Washing machine.
Good, very good. And I'll just finish off the next one. Arnold Schwarzenegger speaks English with an Austrian, I'm guessing it's accent. Car alarms are like warnings. And 12 down is, don't worry, I'll notify you by phone or email if I cannot make the meeting. Any questions on the vocabulary from today's story? Any questions on the story? Okay, thank you guys for coming to this class. It was awesome to hear you read and practice your vocabulary. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you guys next hour.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ali.
Bye.
Thank you, Abby.
Thanks for coming.
Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye.